Welcome to the Discover the Corridor series. I'm Tina Grange with the Carbon County Office of Tourism, and I'm thrilled to partner with my friends at AGB Broadcasting to take you on an incredible journey through the hidden gems of the Carbon Corridor. In this first episode, we're visiting the USU Eastern Prehistoric Museum, where history comes alive. Step back in time with us for a first-hand look at what life was like millions of years ago. From towering dinosaurs to fascinating prehistoric artifacts, this museum is a gateway to understanding our world's ancient past. So come along as we dive into the adventure, exploring the past and uncovering the wonders of the Carbon Corridor. Hey everyone, I'm here with Tim Riley. He is the director of the USU Eastern Prehistoric Museum. Tim, tell us what we're going to be seeing today.
Sure guys, thanks for coming into the Prehistoric Museum today. As you guys know, this museum is focused on the geology, paleontology, and archaeology of Eastern Utah. All sorts of evidence of past life, and that's what this museum celebrates. It celebrates the evidence of past life in the rocks, the evidence of the people who call this place their home. This museum really focuses on that, the history of Earth and life on Earth, but from a local perspective. People come from all over the world to do geologic, paleontological, and archaeological research in Utah, but we're lucky enough to have it right in our
We
back
are
door.
so lucky, and we're so excited to venture here today. So how many visitors would you say that the museum sees every year?
Right, so our goal for visitation is about 18,000. The last handful of years we've hit just around 24 to 25,000 a year.
We are here at one of the really popular spots here in the museum. We're at the lab.
Right, we're at our visible prep lab where we have some of our paleontologists. And he's prepping out an ankylosaurid bone. An ankylosaurid is an armored dinosaur from the Cretaceous period. Prepping out a bone, and you can see he's painstakingly removing what we call the matrix, the rock that is not fossilized bone, from around the larger bone.
That's awesome. Hey, where'd our friends go?
Yeah, where'd the radio crew go?
Hey, where'd you guys go?
We're digging.
We're sweeping.
You're digging bones.
We want to be like the archaeologists. We saw what they were doing. It looked fun, so we wanted to come and try.
It's where the little kids hang out.
Well, it doesn't have to be little kids, Tina.
Could be really small. Could be small men.
This is Utah state fossil, the Allosaurus. This is what's found in Jurassic National Monument. This is one of the densest bone beds we know of anywhere in the world from the Jurassic Age. And what's interesting about this site is that it's almost all predators.
Help me out with all those predators. What's their thoughts on what they were eating?
What's their thoughts on what they're eating? So they're eating things like this long-necked sauropod, this Camarasaurus is down on the ground, where you can see the bone there, and even our Stegosaurus friend and our little Camptosaurus here. So we know that they're eating these prey animals. It's just a question of why is this site is a concentration of a bunch of predators.
So heavy on predators.
See in front of us our suite of ankylosaurs. These are armored dinosaurs.
Oh, wow. You know what this reminds me of? A horny toad.
Oh, yeah?
But in a very
Big scale.
yeah,
right.
big scale.
So
Has a weird
do.
mouth.
Yeah.
Were they plant eaters then?
they were plant eaters.
I was like, because those teeth don't look very scary.
And just like downstairs, we saw the Stegosaurus with its plates on its back and its spiked tail, and the Allosaurus. It's an arms race. It went from that type of limited armor to this type of all-over armor. And of course, right, rocks are important for a lot of things besides paleontology here, including Carbon County, named for all our coal deposits, right? And those coal deposits were actually swamps during the age of dinosaurs. How do we know that? All of these footprints are from coal mines found up here in Carbon and Emery County.
When they find these, aren't they on the rooftops of the coal mines?
They are. So basically the coal deposits are the edge of the Inter-Cretaceous Seaway, and it goes from being swampy to sand dunes to swampy to sand dunes, and we see that in the rocks outside of Helper, for example. And here in our Hall of Archaeology, I want to start with our Huntington mammoth. This is a Columbian mammoth. It's one of the most complete mammoths ever excavated, and it's the very first Columbian mammoth to have its mitochondrial DNA done. It's hugely important both to this museum, but also the understanding of mammoths. He preserved so well because he was preserved in a wet, muddy environment. He's not actually fossilized or mineralized like the much older dinosaurs we saw on the other side of the museum. He's still actual real green bone.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks to Tim for having us today. Thanks to my friends at AGB Broadcasting. We're so excited for this new Discover the Corridor series. Be sure to go follow our YouTube channel, Carbon Corridor, and then don't forget to follow the radio station at KWSA Jack FM and also True Country. We'll be back in 2 weeks.